We are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And the decision to bring it out will cost them about 5. Yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Oh, here we go. Oh. Yes. Spice. Check 59. Hey, Rocket, hit it.
On 1st and 10, Tubbs into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started for them.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Second down in inches. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, 59. Three buzz. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now.
From the gun, Tubbs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw. Tubbs. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
18 Gator. Hey, lock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Looking to throw on second down. Tubbs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. From the gun on third down. Tubbs. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On third down, it's Jones, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Protein spill. Hey, Echo. Yo, go.
He'll try and throw for it here. And he connects with Ertz. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready.
53, check 53. In your face.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Tubbs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Ready?
To throw again, Tubbs. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 5.
On first down, Tubbs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Blue draw, Corker. Smooth. Snap.
From the gun, Tubbs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
First and 10.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". Let's go deep. Tighten up. Let's go deep. Tighten up.
Throwing on first down. Tubbs to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
You better be afraid of me. Out, 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 out. Topper.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Begin.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go.
Joker. Check.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Set 18 Gator. 6-6 bullet time.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three.
Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go.
2nd and 5. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Tubbs flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 25 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. From the gun, Tubbs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 25-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep.
61. Max Fox White.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Let's go now. 8, read.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
2 yards on the pickup.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hard.
They'll go again to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 32. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They're all
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. 2nd and 15. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Tubbs escaping the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 4th down, Tubbs. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get be grip.
On 1st and 10, Tubbs. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Tubbs. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. This is caught. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready? 8, read.
He's coming. Check in. Tighten up. Pull together.
Smooth.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 59. It's our time. Mike, check. 59. Target.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Rip right. 59.
On 4th down, Tubbs. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Ready to break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Just like that. Check three.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Kill.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Let's go. Check 24. Check
5.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
1st down, Packers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.